Look how much he's smiling. Who would have thought this nigga be a racist a few years later, bro? Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? This clown, this bozo, will be disrespecting the same culture that put money in his pocket. Who would have thought? Not I, not you. It's your boy Online Devo, and we back with another video. Alright, look, we got a video about old Meezy. Adin Ross keeps making the worst people famous. Now, I don't know the full situation, but I do know this has something to do with his brand risk event. And this is crazy because why is Super Hot Fire what is he doing with Adin Ross? But we got a lot to get into. Let's get into this video. Come on.
But you know, just for a peace offering, I brought you something.
Okay. What'd you bring him? Oh my God.
I think this would be, I know a lot of guys, you guys don't really like me. So I wanted to bring this to show you that I want to be standing in solidarity with the community.
No, I don't have.
Of course. Ain't gonna lie, bro. You invite someone to your event, and you also invite a racist to your event too. Come on, man. Are we surprised though? Are we surprised? He has shown us who he is. You know what I'm saying? But it's other people that keep on making excuses for him. He is who he is. He has made his path. He has determined that he's going to be a racist, and we not going for no type of fake reconciliations. We're not doing that. You know.
Have a Listen, I understand. Shut the f up. Shut the f up. I don't want to talk to your black. All right, shut the f up. Go f yourself, you traitor.
Bro, y'all know how I feel about Adin. Like, you feel me? Part of the reason why I started streaming, but I feel like he do be doing some nuts. Like, which is so weird to me because of where he started. Like, he started as a hub of pop culture. You feel me?
Over the past couple years, Adin Ross
started as a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? See, this is what happens when you... See, that's the thing. Was there signs in the beginning of Adin Ross going down this pathway? I don't know. I wasn't watching him in the beginning stages. I'm going to keep it real. So if there were signs there, then that's on them. But if all of a sudden he just switched over... Shit, man. You got to, be more picky who we put on. Or who y'all put on. You know? Like, man. But just the thing though, once you see someone true character, it's on you whether you're gonna separate or not. Simple as that.
has lost a lot of luster and shine in his name. I feel like a lot of content creators, when talking about the streaming game, begrudgingly bring up his name on the Mount Rushmore. Kind of like Thomas Jefferson. He's there, but he's definitely got a past about him. One of the main issues why Adin Ross keeps losing a little bit of this sheen is because of who he decides to continuously bring onto his platforms. This past weekend when he had his brand risk event, it wasn't about the fight that brought controversy. There wasn't anything remarkable about it, except for this one guy that Adin Ross keeps platforming. Gypsy Crusader is his name and racism is his game.
Hey, what's going on? I like your hat there. Can I wear one of those hats? If I wear one, is it okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a man.
And you see, people will platform people like that and then try to play the victim and act like they not racist and be surprised when you call them out. Man, at this point, you got to determine whether you're going to watch them. Whether you're going to watch a racist who going to have... Like, come on, man. He is who he is. Either you accept him or you don't. You feel me?
That stupid thought that Finland and Greenland are the same country. This stupid f***ing said to me, that's why Trump is going to take it. I'm like, what are you talking? Finland and Greenland are two completely different places.
And the question that everybody had on their mind is, why does Adin Ross keep platforming these people? Do creators have some sort of responsibility?
Because he is racist himself. That's why. He is racist himself. That's why he's willing to platform them amongst millions of people. You know what I'm saying? Because he's good with what they're putting out. You feel me?
as to who they bring on their platform and the things they do outside of that platform. And more importantly, does that speak to their own character? If you're new to this and you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long, long way. Maybe at the next brand risk boxing event, and I'm gonna need all the support that I can get. Now, back into the video. Streamers and their platforms have become press-run destinations for outside celebrities and other content creators who have some new big venture or are trying to get their name out there in the space. Pretty much all of Mafiathon 2 or 3 was filled with the Kardashians, Kevin Hart, this celebrity, that celebrity, and anybody that you could think of. And to be quite honest with you, I will say that that started off with Adin Ross. Especially during the pandemic, he brought on a bunch of different celebrities and entertainers who not only were bored, but also had something to promote, kind of laying the foundation that streaming.
That's so crazy, huh? He be surrounded by all these black people, all these
who
African
not only were
Americans. We got FBAs, you know what I'm saying? Caribbean niggas, all that shit. He'll be surrounded by all that. He get all that love. But then once that money come in, once he determined that, look how much he's smiling. Who would have thought this nigga be a racist a few years later, bro? Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? This clown, this bozo, will be disrespecting the same culture that put money in his pocket. Who would have thought? Not I, not you.
Bored, but also had something to promote, kind of laying the foundation that streaming was a viable place and space for platforming different voices. And don't get me wrong, Adin Ross has had a ton of other guests, whether it be 21 Savage, Playboy Cardi, Tory Lanez. Hold on. They might be evil. But nowadays, he's starting to platform some weirdos. He's platformed weirdos before, like Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate.
Yeah.
But this time, it's just a little bit different. Meet Gypsy Crusader, a controversial internet personality who has a bunch of racist, bigoted, homophobic, and whatever other thing you could think of stuff on his jacket and on his internet resume.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. How you doing?
You look like Michael Jackson.
You look like an ugly.
You are a.
You are a.
There we go. Now the press conference say too, all right?
Now, he isn't some sort of big content creator to this day.
Hold on, and bro sitting there laughing and
The press conference say too, all right?
see, and this coon is sitting there. That's crazy. And who is this nigga down here smiling? Man, these bro. You got one proud racist right here in the corner. You got one raccoon top right. You got the dude top left, Adin Ross laughing, and you got bro down here smiling and shit with a man. Get me out of here.
Now, he isn't some sort of big content creator to this day, but he is big enough to where he has his own Wikipedia page. Miller attended a Trump rally and told a black woman with a sign that said Black Lives Matter that only white lives matter and to hail him, before calling another black woman a chimp. Later that day, Miller drove by a Black Lives Matter rally in East Brunswick, New Jersey, and yelled, "Hard R, N-word, lives don't matter," several times at protests. An objectively bad person. I challenge everyone to read that Wikipedia page. He's really, really awful. But it does beg the question, why the hell does Adin Ross platform this type of guy? Especially because, for what it's worth, this guy also doesn't like Adin Ross.
Do you like me?
Oh shit.
No!
What?
I don't like you. I've never liked you. I hate you.
What?
Damn.
I can't fucking stand you. I think you're an asshole. I'm being serious.
I know.
You know something?
What?
You know what kills me about you?
What?
You did this, right? You threw money at me so that you could hope that some kicks my...
Hey! What the fuck is that?
No.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro was just throwing it around. I'm not gonna lie. Adin Ross, you shut the fuck up, cause you acting like you surprised with it. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Bro, like he been waiting. Wait. Why he trying to act like he offended by the role that he playing? You have chosen to be known as a racist. You know what I'm saying? You know what's gonna happen, and you know that you calling people slurs is meant to rage bait them. What comes with that rage bait may be physical altercation. So you mad at Adin Ross for paying you to do what you already been doing and what you got known for? But he, you know what I'm saying? He putting you in situations for you to stand on business in person? Sound like y'all using each other.
It must be some sort of humiliation ritual or kink or fetish to have a guy like this on your platform, knowing that he disrespects you, your people, doesn't like you, none of these different things. Like, this guy is actively telling you that, hey, I'm a racist, I don't like you, I don't like anybody that's about to be at this sort of event. The only reason why you brought me here is to try to humiliate me, but I'm gonna do the same thing to you. And Adin Ross is just sitting there taking it. Gypsy Crusader continues these sorts of tirades at the press conference for said brand risk event as well.
I brought you something.
What'd you bring him?
For peace.
Oh my God.
I did forget the watermelon. I forgot the watermelon in the car.
Brother.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Bro.
Give me a fucking hug.
I beat the shit out of
Yo,
that
give me a
nigga,
fucking
bro.
hug, bro.
He was in the back, bro. He was in the back like, he was holding his ribs and pain and shit.
Oh my God.
He was moaning and groaning.
You look good. Let me do an
bro. I feel like
inspection.
I've been playing Fight Night.
Let me do an inspection.
Have you seen him? He looks crazy.
Where is he?
as shit.
Should I go?
Nah, he ran out. He gone. I made fun of him.
Damn, super hot. What are you doing with these clowns, man? Damn. I mean, get your bag, brother, but damn, man. Shit. Glasses, jacket, shirt man going out sad right now. But he said he won, so.
Because he was moaning and groaning. And we got like little uncles and shit. And I was like, yeah, you in pain? That's what I thought. And he's like, yeah. I was like, all right, whatever.
Coach, you a hard R?
Oh, yeah, of course he does. But I'm not on a meal team. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Now, the fight concluded, and I think Gypsy Crusader does win, but that's not what anybody cares about. Even some of the edgiest of edgelords were wondering, why the hell was he even there? Like, this isn't even enjoyable. This is super duper cringy. And it's gotten so bad that people who are around Adin, praising Adin as one of the pioneers or forefront of content creation, specifically in the streaming sphere, somebody that has put a lot of people on, are now questioning his decision making about platforming this type of dudes.
Bro, y'all know how I feel about Adin, like, you feel me? Part of the reason why I started streaming, but I feel like he do be doing some nut shit, like, which is so weird to me because of where he started. Like, he started as a hub of pop culture, you feel me? But I mean, his career is his career, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro.
Me and Adin haven't spoken in months, right? We spoke one time in a long time. We've spoken one time in like months. I don't know, 4, 5, I don't know how many months. We haven't had a conversation in months. Just because he got different views and shit, I got different views, and our communities hate each other, we just haven't spoke. Like,
the nigga's racist. That's why I haven't spoke, man. Cause he racist. You know what I'm saying? But you're not trying to throw that on him because, you know, you feel me? But we know what it is. Bro said different views. He thinks you're less than. What are you talking about? Different views? What? He thinks you are a drain on society. Different views? He is actively putting money into racist pocket. Hey, man.
No beef or no, we just haven't really talked like that.
You was at the store watching a racist fight, nigga. You mad weird. You mad weird. You mad weird.
Yo, listen.
Fuck.
Listen.
He had two S's on his chest.
Yeah, and I hope.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, listen.
Oh, what? Nah, I didn't even see that. Oh, he committed to it. Okay. Damn. He must really. Okay. Wow.
He should have died. I wish he did, niggas.
The criticism wasn't necessarily just about the racism that Gypsy Crusader had in his content in the past or current. It was more so about Adin Ross's decision to platform him. I'm gonna let you guys into a little bit of a secret here. A lot of these content creators are afraid to call it what it is or make the square peg fit into the square hole. At this point, a duck is quacking, so you have to call a duck what it is. If somebody keeps platforming these controversial, racist, homophobic, misogynistic, whatever type of dudes, you have to acknowledge the fact that they align with some of these ideologies and beliefs. Even if they thought it was some sort of funny or...
Bro, I'm not putting money into nobody pocket that I don't really fuck with. You feel me? If it's on some content stuff, I'm not finna make content with you if I don't agree with what you're saying or we have some type of alignment mentally. But I don't have no alignment with no racist, bro. There's no type of alignment there with us. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm saying. He doing it because he deep down he good with it. Like, he don't see an issue with it. And the thing is, a lot of people don't see an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? They view racism as like kind of like just that thing. Like, it's like, yeah, it's there, but it doesn't really do nothing, you know? But it's easy to think that way when you're not affected by it. You know what I'm saying? You know, socially, you know, economically, historically. You know what I'm saying?
using, that doesn't make sense to continuously do it over and over and over again, spamming it to the point where people are questioning why the hell you keep doing this, unless this is something that you align with. And I believe a lot of content creators feel this way about Adin Ross specifically, but just won't come out and say it. I know they fear the backlash in their comment sections. I know they fear that if they're not attached to him in some way, shape, form, or fashion, then it could be some sort of detrimental. But ultimately, I think that people should just start speaking out and calling it for what it is, especially to the people that have established their own communities that don't necessarily need to rely on him anymore. And for Adin himself, I do think that this is some sort of humiliation ritual or kink slash fetish. Not only does he align with the ideology, but also he likes to be called out of his name, as people to be called out of his name. He thinks that this is the only way to get views, etc., etc. But it's strange because I think if he took the time to go about making different content, he would realize that his own community doesn't even necessarily like this stuff. Like the first laugh may be cool, but the fourth, fifth, and sixth laugh even has some of the most diehard Adin Ross fans saying to themselves, what's going on here? Now, Adin Ross does come to the internet with some sort of response as to why he continues to platform certain people.
I saw what Max said about me and stuff like that. Max says like it's nutty or some shit to have Gypsy. Bro, everyone should really stay in their own lane. You're a streamer, bro, and as a streamer, you're here to express yourself. You came up from expressing yourself, and Max, you shouldn't really cater to cancel culture because you've been canceled, which is not real, multiple times by the community you're trying to stand by. There's nothing wrong with platforming people that have platforms, which, by the way, they don't just hate black people. He hates Jewish people, too.
There you go. Bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's okay to platform people. Okay, cool. You platform the racist. You're a racist, bro. Okay? That's what comes with it. He making it seem like, it's just, bro, just a conservative and that's a liberal. Some shit. He making it seem like it's just that. Like, they disagree on economics or something. Bro, this is not that, bro. You platforming someone that's a whole racist, but you got your come up from being in black culture. That's what I'm saying. You feel me? You can't be all this invited to the cookout shit. You know, oh, come on in. We're not doing all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to eat outside, nigga. You feel me? You might bring your little, I don't know if you're gonna give you a plate, but give you a drink.
The name is literally brand risk, and I just don't appreciate people trying to tell me, what I shouldn't and should do on how to stream. I've been doing this shit for years, bro, and brand risk is something going really well, and this is the most successful event. You don't have to like Gypsy. I wanted Gypsy to lose too. He won, but it's just really stupid. These streamers pick and choose when to call something out. Everyone needs to be consistent. They need to be consistent. Then don't watch. Don't watch my event. Don't support my event. Don't text me supporting it. Like, then don't watch. If it doesn't live up to your morals, then don't watch. It's that simple. And I see like communities getting on people's asses for pulling up. Dude, these streamers don't give a fuck about you. They all text me, they call me, we're friends outside of the shit.
Now, I do have to agree with Adin Ross on that last part about these streamers not caring about some of the things that their audience members do. And the fact that people do have their own autonomy and free will. You can either watch this or not watch this, support that person or not support that person. These people that...
Bro, that's why they don't be saying nothing, because they still cool with them. They still be texting them behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? That's why they not just standing out the window saying, yo, this nigga racist, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Even with your age, you said, oh, different views. We got different opinions. I mean, I guess you want to keep it, keep it on the hush and us, but we know what you really mean. So just say what you really mean. You feel me? That's kind of what it is. So I'm not surprised they still text you behind the scenes. But yeah, man, that'll let you know a lot of these people do not stand on business. You know what I'm saying? All these talking about they pro-black, da-da-da. Nah, bro. Stand out the window. Stand on business. You know what I'm saying? If bro moving like a racist, call him out for being a racist and keep it pushing. Simple as that.
I do have a problem with Adin Ross. Probably shouldn't be watching, supporting, going to his event, texting him on the side, etc., etc. And if you catch your favorite streamer there, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. You shouldn't fuck with him or her or whoever if those things don't align with your morals. Where I do have to disagree with Adin Ross, and this is too easy, is the quite blatant ignoring of the issues that people are bringing up. I think he addressed Black Boy Max off top because it was, very targeted to get his point of view across. But they want to know why you keep platforming these people when, culturally speaking, you could be and should be doing more. And you have been doing more. Stooping to this low level of entertainment is just so and it's revealing so much about your character and who you are.
The social media team is finally posting stuff. I'm happy that we had a great lead up, and I'm happy to keep going. And as far as all these other streamers, again, that want to sit here and criticize me for platforming Gypsy, I'll do it again. I'll platform anybody on brand risk. You know why? Because I give the people what they want. I'm not going to sit here and get silenced and silence other people. If people want to speak, if people want to fight, let's go. I'm going to give the people what they want. You don't have to like these people. You don't have to stay by their beliefs, but you're going to watch every time. You're going to watch the fights every single time. Why? Because you know it's entertaining, and you're one of those people that want to watch it as well. So you could sit there and bitch and complain and moan about how it's fucked up and stupid to platform this guy, but you're going to watch, and it's going to be all over your Twitter and Instagram feed.
Adin Ross doubles down.
And you know, he ain't lying. Some of y'all is still gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? But this is where people have to stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Look how he talking. He talking spicy. He's saying, yeah, I'm a platform of racist. What you gonna do about it? You ain't gonna start watching me. I do what the fuck I wanna do. And these streamers out here just, yeah, we just, man, you know, Adin Ross, yeah, he just does his own thing now. Man, get out of here, bruh. What? I'm telling you, when that money come into play, people let a lot of stuff slide.
And continues to miss the point that it's not about what these other creators find entertaining or their secret vices, but it's more about you, somebody with a big major platform, openly inviting these degenerate side characters only to get your platform used at the end of the day, and then you coming back and saying that these were regrettable decisions. You not taking ownership of the fact that you are the platformer and you could do something so much more.
Honestly, just stop taking them serious. I'm gonna keep it real. Just stop taking him serious. He doesn't even take himself serious. Okay? He don't even stand on his own morals and principles. I mean, if his morals is money and clout, then yeah, he's standing by it, but don't take this person serious, bro.
Responsible and even ethical with your platform. The reality is that Adin Ross has never been known for accountability. He built his career off of these shock value streams, you know, chaotic content that he's doing, platforming these controversial creators. And then when shit like this happens, you know, he doesn't stop and think about the broader implications and own up to his own action in these situations. The way that he recklessly platforms these people reminds me of how he dealt with the whole Donald Trump situation. Remember when Adin Ross brought Donald Trump on and asked him these softball questions, hyped him up, etc., like many of these other platforms and podcasters did?
That's crazy. He really had bruh up there, allowing him to just, man, I'm telling you, bro. This should have been it for everyone. I'm gonna keep it real. For whoever felt any type of way, this should have been it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, bro, time and time again, he shows you that he don't care about black people. You know what I'm saying? He don't even care about his own people. He damn sure not gonna care about black people. Just like most other ethnicities, they use the culture, make money off it, and skirt off. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to decide on where you putting your dollar at. If you want to put your dollar and your views towards this type of person, do your thing, but just know where it's going. Just know you're actively putting money in his pocket for him to fund these racist people to come on his platform.
When the last election was going on, only for Trump to see a major boost in that demographic that watches those streamers and content creators voting for him. But now Adin Ross has totally turned heel and said that he's regretted getting involved into politics and can even acknowledge that Trump is handling things weird, he's doing things wrong, but ultimately won't take responsibility in his own actions in, you know, endorsing somebody like Trump.
You happy with what you voted for? I mean, again, bro, I voted for who I thought was the better candidate, and I would have done a stream with Kamala Harris as well. But you guys can keep fucking, this is who you voted for, this is who you voted for. Like, I thought Trump would have been better than Kamala. I thought Trump was better than Kamala. That's why I voted that. Guys, out of Trump and Kamala, I thought Trump was the better choice. I don't agree with everything that has to do, and I've been saying this for months with Trump. I dislike something he does. The Epstein thing to me is really fishy, and I'll be honest with you guys, that's why I'm always open about it. Okay? It's very, very weird to me. The Epstein shit is crazy. Because that goes in what else I'm saying, right? I call that out all the time. But people want to say Trumpy, 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 Trumpy. There's two options that were going to win. Kamala Harris or Donald Trump. Now, I thought the better candidate is Trump. Okay, to make that very clear. There's only two to really choose from. It's not red and white.
Why? Why? Has he ever said why he chose them? But people like this don't really get into the whole policies and all that type of shit, right? Most people, they go off the vibe. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you know what, this person is funny, I'm gonna vote for them. I didn't see them with my own two eyes. I'm gonna keep it real. So it's like, I already know, bro. Man, I'm telling you, bro. All these people play their hand in the way this country is going right now. You know what I'm saying? All these people play their hand. You know how many people he done influenced to vote for this man? Who probably wasn't finna go out there and vote, but who probably voted for him just because? Like, you know what? YOLO. Why not? Why not vote for him? Hey.
It's not rocket science here to understand.
Ultimately, these content creators do have some sort of obligation as to what they do and do not put on their platform. Most of their decisions are driven by the dollar sign, the AdSense, or the viewership that comes to the platform when it comes to, who they bring on, who they leave off, et cetera, et cetera. But that doesn't mean that you don't have some sort of moral obligation that you should have to face after the fact when those actions blow up in your face.
Then on top of that, I got the fucking Secret Service calling me 5 times, nigga! I don't know goddamn shit about politics, my nigga. I don't know nothing. If there's some way, somehow, something was to go into where I do the stream of politics, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm going to sit on my stream and say, why did you guys call me? Like, I don't know. I've never did anything with politics. And these blogs are like trying to say, yo, gotta do the shit, God. And it's all the top blogs. And I'm like, bro, since when?
Whether it be controversial / racist content creators or politicians now know that they can leverage these other people who have already built a young and impressionable audience in order to elevate their message to different heights. And sometimes you have reckless content creators who really don't give a shit about anything else.
Catch them young, feed them into the algorithm, start pushing that content to them to have them think in a certain way, the way that you want them to. Boom. You got you someone, if you keep that algorithm tight enough, they're going to vote for you for the next couple of elections. They're going to vote for your party until they break out of that, that mindset, until they do their own type of research and they come to terms with what they're voting for. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, hey, man, when people are young, when you 15, 16, you don't know much about politics, you might just vote for the person that sound like they got the best stuff. But unless you know how to do all the research and stuff, you're not going to do that. You're going to go off the vibe. You're going to go off what sounds good. And you're going to keep it pushing. It is what it is. You just hope that people get more educated on voting. And you hope that the new adults teach that to their kids. You know what I'm saying?
Else besides the view count that allow these people to be on there. All this does is normalize a content creator like a Gypsy Crusader, and it introduces them to a new audience. And we basically saw it in the red pill / manosphere space. What happens is that all these new age people that are coming up on the internet looking for some people to, take their personality from, get inspired by, gravitate towards. Now you are opening up the sheep to the wolves, and the wolves know that. They're gonna come in, they're gonna infiltrate, and they're going to reap the benefits of tapping these people's pockets, their mentality, et cetera, et cetera. And to be quite honest with you, I don't even know if some of these people believe these things. I do think Gypsy Crusader is who he says he is. But I'm talking about some of these manosphere guys, red pill guys, fitness people, health, spiritual people, all these different people that know that, hey, I can tap on this creator to get me in front of their audience. I don't even know if they believe these things, but they do know one thing. Some dumb, impressionable content creator who is looking for a click and a view will put me on there so I can say the most radical and irrational thing. Now, of course, Adin Ross will definitely move on from this controversy. None of these things usually stick. I will say the impact of this will be people distancing themselves in the streaming world, which they have, which only forces him to dig a deeper hole into this, fringe side of the internet. But ultimately, the bigger conversation still exists. These content creators need to hold their platform.
Because bro got kicked out of the big group. So now he forming his own little thing on his side. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to, he like, you know what? Y'all having fun over there, but I can't be my true self over there. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to just dive deeper into it. I'm going to embrace it. You know what I'm saying? You see, he was trying to be all, oh, me, you not friends, Cena? Oh, we're not friends? No, nigga, we not friends. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not buddies. You feel me? You're weird. So with that, you gotta go with the weirdos. That's how it go. You feel me? But I'm gonna end the video off here. Shout out Old Meezy for the video. You did your thing. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm gone. Peace.